So whoever was in my stream, I would say like 3 streams ago when I was reacting to like a situation on Twitter. If it was in the stream, you know this, you know what I'm talking about. It was this video. Okay, MrTLexify, this is ridiculous. It was this video. And we was reading some trifling messages with him and his ex. You know, it was bad drip. He actually posted a response to all the allegations today. So I got my yogurt, 15 grams of protein. Got my crackers, Ritz crackers, and I got some hummus with some water. So we're gonna enjoy this little apology, I guess you should say. What do you mean, fat fuck? What do you mean? He posted a video today titled "My Ex," and do you guys see this thumbnail, bro? She looks crazy, gang. She looks like a lunatic. Damn, gang. We're gonna react to one of his friends, like one of his best friends, TheSmithPlays. I'm gonna see what he says in his video first before I even like fully dive into shit for real. But let's watch this and see what was bro thinking right now. I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm gonna be eating. So
this is a video that I never thought I would really be having to make.
And we're definitely watching this at 1.2
about the MrTLexify and raegan or pure softy situation. Some people have been saying that I don't need to make a video on this. One, I just think, given my proximity to Lex over the years, I do feel the need to comment on the situation and just explain how I personally feel about this. I don't want to try to attempt to persuade you. I think you can check out the evidence and make up your mind for yourself. But if you haven't at least seen both sides of the story, I really encourage you to read raegan's most recent posts on her Twitter that account a lot of abuse, both emotionally and physically, as well as her previous statement that discusses her abuse while she was a minor. So yeah, I won't go in and explain the entire situation. I think.
You see, I don't know what kind of voodoo that nigga Cat Williams said. I don't know what kind of voodoo that nigga put after that interview with what's his name?
Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TDJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Everybody's getting exposed like dead ass. This shit is just nasty. It's fucking nasty.
I think there's been some creators that have done a decent job of discussing it already, and like I said, the information and
shit is nasty, bro.
On Twitter, and I can link both Twitter if you want to get the full picture of it. But I wanted to
what picture is he talking about?
Situation because Lex is someone that was my friend, and I feel. I'm not reading this whole doc, but I'm just want to skim through it. Oh, so romantic. Oh, who is this? Just to break it down briefly, this nigga right here, he's a zombies YouTuber, MrTLexify. You probably watched a couple of his videos. He's up there with like Noah J. Like he's a part of Noah J. Like he's part of their crew or whatever. He's well known in the community, one of the top dogs. So in this video, we was talking about some pictures he posted about him and his ex, like conversations back in the day, because I think his ex was a minor, and then he was 18. And it was like a whole situation. And this guy right here, this is also one of the top dogs in the zombie community. He was one of Lex's best friends. Like him and Lex was really like a duo for real. Yeah, this is just his response. I just wanted to see what he wanted to say for real. And but yeah, W promo. I understand that this isn't about me as a victim in the situation, but in giving my perspective of this, Lex lied to me. Lex lied to pretty much every single person. I lived in a content house in 2016 with Lex, and Lex did not, like, actually went out of his way to lie about even having contact with raegan, saying that he was visiting cousins when in fact he was getting a hotel with her. I understand that this has obviously been a divisive thing for people, the relationship between Lex and raegan being 2.5 years. That I think at that age between 18 and 15 is certainly the allegations of pedophilia.
Yeah, I think 18 and 15 is crazy. Nigga, 18 and 15 is diabolical. I don't even want to see our answers because I already know what they're gonna say. It is crazy, I ain't gonna lie. That's fucking diabolical, bro.
Is a little.
It's diabolical.
I don't think that is what this is. The problem with this is that it is, and if you read raegan's account of it, like that is it's well, it's like sexual assault, if not rape. Like again, you need to read it for yourself. But forcing a minor,
Twitch, you said grape. He said grape.
To do sexual things that she did not want to do, like, is just not okay. And this was to the point of the first year that I lived with Lex, like not even telling us about this relationship, which to me is just so indicative of knowing you are doing something wrong. And then, you know, like I said, it might be a little weird to have a relationship that's 2.5 years at that age. But I think if everyone was handling themselves appropriately in that, I think that could maybe be okay. And that is just not the case. The following year, Lex went so far as to hide her age that he was actually manufacturing raegan's passport to say that she was 18.
Wait, what? New info is showing that the passport was part of the plot for the escape room. This is still proof of Lex not going out of his way to hide her age. So the girl that was tweaking on bro on Snap was underage. From what I know and from the looks of it, correct. Although some of the things that was on that Google Doc, it was recent, feel me? I appreciate the reset, my boy. It's just, bro, this shit is nasty, bro. Like, bro, this guy just said this nigga was going to manufacture her passports to change her age, bro. Or like lie about her age. That's not crazy, bro. The situations like this is what is putting bad reputation on content creators, bro.
Lex took the trust that is built within a friendship and used that for his own desires, which were against the wishes of raegan and had, I known, obviously, you know, not been okay with anybody. I didn't spend a lot of time with these two, to be honest. It was a lot of them on their own. I can confirm they were at the Z house, and Lex lied to us every single time, every single day about this, which really hurts. It really fucking hurts. And that is, to me, the first reason why, like, I cannot be friends with Lex anymore. And I condemn him as a human.
W. You shouldn't be around niggas like that in the first place. Especially someone lying directly in all y'all faces like that about something this crazy. Everybody a pedo now, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. Cat Williams put something in the air, bro. After that interview, mad heads started getting exposed, bro. But mad shit was happening after that.
Because as more information came out from raegan, we see something even worse. We don't just see the actions of a young person being predatory, forcing someone into doing things that they don't want to do. We see this continue into modern day. This is not just a small incident, which even if it was like when Lex was 18 or 19, it would still not be okay. It would still be reprehensible. But the thing that is so awful, right? It's not just the fact that there was a 2-year age gap or just the fact that she was a fan. Like I said, I think if things had been conducted in an appropriate manner, that's okay. Again, it's the abuse then, the physical abuse when she was a minor. And then,
yeah, like I said, some of the things on the doc was pretty recent. So, like, I think if you watch the video and you seen the picture of him like with a bite on his face, I don't even know if it's in the video, but if he was in the stream, bro, Shorty bit the nigga on his face because I think like he was trying to choke her out or something like that. She ended up biting him on his face, and then feel me, I think that's like one of the more recent ones, like 2022 or something like that. Is it that hard to not touch / talk to kids, bro? Niggas is weird, bro. This is weird, bro. And this shit is even worse because my dad used to watch this nigga, bro. Like when I was a jit.
Continued physical abuse to now.
Well, not him, but Lex. Not him, but.
raegan has come out and said that Lex physically abused her in the last 3 years when they were both adults. Lex has even confirmed this. She has shown proof of Lex apologizing for choking her. And to me, that is just beyond, it's now beyond any conceivable level of redemption. I don't see how you could possibly defend this. Because there's just a history of it now. It's not one single incident or, oh, people will want to defend it and say he was young. There's just simply no excuse for this. When you have this thing as a younger person, and I just see no attempt to change this behavior. And if not anything, I would argue that it's even worse. I have spent a lot of time feeling bad about Lex and raegan's modern day relationship, and looking at it now, I again feel so betrayed because I thought that Lex was in a toxic relationship, and it turns out that it was Lex that was the abuser in this, and it was Lex that was the toxic person. So yeah, it's really fucking hard. And, like I said, a lot of people are like, you don't have to make this video. But I just think like, given my proximity to Lex, like I have made so many videos with him over the years. I rightfully understand if people wondered, like, did you know about this?
Nigga said, damn, Lex, get up. Niggas can't get no of H. Punani. Not to be that guy, but I'm gonna show you what he looks like. I mean, just feel me, like he looks like one of them, my nigga. Like, yeah, look at him, man. Like, come on, bro. He, like, you know, he looks like one of them.
Because now I know about this and I am saying what I think about it. Beyond that, I think people are asking other members in the zombies community to talk about it, and I just wanted to say that I don't think you should expect everyone to make a video. This is a very, very difficult thing to talk about. I've been definitely struggling the last week, and I can't imagine how the actual victims feel. So yeah, there's also some promotional stuff with Treyarch going on right now. I think we've seen that, and there's some people that can't make content right now because they're dealing with that, and you might expect some other stuff right now. But I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel about it. I know there's a lot of people in the community that are also feeling extremely betrayed, and I'm there with you. At this end of the day, like, we are all not the victims in this, and yeah, it's fucking awful. It's just like it makes me so mad. Like, I am shaking right now.
Yeah, I know this hit home for him because him and Lex was dead ass like best mates for real. But yeah, that was his response to it. And now today, this shit is 32 minutes long. Oh my god. Let's see what Blood has to say.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final
Am I weird for laugh? But like, he looks so funny, bro.
response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend.
I'm honestly so overwhelmed and sad. Lex has been trying to scare me for the past year with legal action. I'll be making a formal statement complying with all the evidence I have over the past 8 years. Skype calls? Damn, nigga. Y'all niggas is old. Twitter DMs, real life photos. I don't think I can see it actually. Skype calls, Twitter DMs, real life photos. The times Lex put his hands on me. The times he supplied me alcohol and drugs as a minor. I will not sit here and lose to my abuser and groomer. I've already lost the most important years of my life to you. Sick works.
Raegan McNulty, or Pure Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims by my abuser and harasser. I apologize if my response seems late. It has taken me a few times to create this video because of the advice of my lawyers, as there is a legal investigation in place despite my harasser, Raegan
Interesting.
McNulty, stating otherwise. I've also been in and out of the hospital, dealing with stress of thousands of people telling me to kill myself. To not seem disingenuous, I would like to state that I am presenting this information from my notes to ensure that all points are addressed accurately and appropriately. Please be advised that this discussion will touch on sensitive topics, including pedophilia, grooming, sexual abuse, harassment, extortion, slurs, and suicide. On the screen and in the comments, I will have a suicide hotline prevention number and a domestic abuse number for anyone who is currently struggling or who has had past experiences with abusive trauma. Everything started in July 2024, where people on Twitter began harassing myself about messaging someone named Alex. I have reason to believe that these were Raegan's minions.
The fuck are you watching? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to explain, bro. But just know it's a whole crazy exposed situation.
Alex was a fan of my channel, who
What's
had
the word,
messaged me
twin?
first because I momentarily opened my Twitter DMs to the public. Alex was the one who initiated the conversation with me. Our communication included a short Skype call during which I discussed the abuse I was currently experiencing with my ex-girlfriend Raegan. The conversation was strictly non-sexual and was never taken anywhere inappropriate. Alex was simply a kind fan that I confided in after a heated argument with my ex-girlfriend Raegan. Alex has also come out to admit that she has never accused me of doing anything wrong. Raegan accused me of messaging minors, which is once again a completely false accusation. When we were not in a relationship together, I was using dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, where the minimum age to join is 18. The age of consent globally on these apps is 18, ensuring that everyone that I communicated with was of legal age. I want to emphasize that I do not specifically target dating 18-year-olds and minors as my ex-girlfriend claims. My current partner, who I've been with for almost a year now, is my age. Raegan even states in her own document that the women I reached out to were all 18. She has no genuine proof of backing her claims of pedophilia, and no proof that I was only messaging 18-year-olds, as many of the women I tried to date were in their 20s. Regarding the video of me circulating, it was sent to verify my identity.
I gotta show you this video. Yo, bro. I don't know why this video was sent. But look at this.
Hello. You want me to put my thumb on my chin. So, there you go.
When I seen this shit, I'm like, yo, bro, what is wrong with niggas, bro? Like, what's up? That's not Riz. That's fucking harassment.
She has no genuine proof of backing her claims of pedophilia, and no proof that I was only messaging 18-year-olds, as many of the women I tried to date.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Because I think he said that for verification about something, matter of fact. But if anybody, nonetheless, bro, if somebody ever try to use that type of Riz and tone for like actually bagging a bitch, bro, swag, you never did that before. Nigga, you from New York, bro. You've never done that before. You've never done that before. And many of women I try to date, nigga definitely ain't getting no girls. Hey, man, it's a cold world.
Were in their 20s. Regarding the video of me circulating, it was sent to verify my identity because a woman I was messaging doubted my authenticity due to me mentioning that I had a career with YouTube in my bio. The video was sent to someone from a local university after we moved the conversation off the dating app so I can confirm myself to her. The app does not allow personalized video or photo exchanges, which is why I've done this. I never strategically use my career to be with women. It is simply my job. There's no proof of these women I've messaged being underage, as Raegan insinuates, as well as no woman that I've ever messaged on any dating app having ever come forward that I ever messaged them in an inappropriate manner. I joined these apps after breaking up with Raegan, which happened multiple times. During these breaks, I never received confirmation from Raegan that our relationship was over. Instead, Raegan would often ghost me for months at a time and then suddenly return by love bombing me and saying how much she missed me as she was a covert narcissist.
You might think I'm a fearful avoidant, but I'm a covert narcissist.
Okay, so we're learning. We have TikToks in the video. Okay, let's learn something new, I guess.
Covert narcissist.
Talk to me.
You might think I'm a fearful avoidant, but I'm a covert narcissist. Let me tell you how this is going to go. First, I am going to come across like a very humble person. I may even relish the victim status.
Okay.
I have been hurt in the past. I've had toxic relationships, and I am on a healing journey. I have walls up, and I have a guard up because I've been hurt. But you, well, you are different. You are wonderful. I am going to love bomb you and make you think that you are my savior. You are the person that can break through my walls. I am going to make you feel like you're on top of the world. You are going to feel seen, heard, and validated like you never have before, and there's going to be a connection and a chemistry that is awesome.
Bro, there's too much going on, my nigga. What is this shit on my screen, bro? Like
the charts. See, what I've done is I put you on a pedestal because deep down, I've convinced myself that I am perfect, and therefore, I deserve a perfect partner. But then, as time goes by, I'm going to notice your imperfections. I can't have that. I deserve a perfect person.
this shit is detailed. I'm interested.
Pretty awesome after all. So I am going to start devaluing you. Also, your supply is starting to get boring to me.
Okay, see, now this caught my eye. I want you dead. I know we read this already. We read this already in the video. I don't even want your money. I just want you dead. Like, I hate you that much right now. Now do you understand how this is affecting me mentally? You're fucking dead to me. Wow.
Your supply is the attention, affirmation, adoration, power and control that I feel entitled to. And, well, you're not the shiny new toy anymore, so I'm going to continue to put you down. I'm going to find little faults in everything that you do. And I'm also going to do distancing behaviors. I'm going to stonewall you. I might even cheat on you because, well, after all, it's your fault. You didn't give me what I needed. And I'm going to make sure that you think that all of my behavior is your fault. And I'm going to turn your world upside down. I'm going to gaslight you so hard, you don't know what direction is up and what direction is down. But meanwhile, I'm still going to play that humble victim role. But the devaluing is going to get worse and worse and worse. And you're going to try harder and harder and harder to please me. And no matter what you do, I can't be pleased because you are just not good enough for me. And then eventually, I've completely exhausted your supply. I am going to unilaterally discard you. I'm going to throw you in the trash. And you are going to be absolutely devastated. You're going to be searching for answers. And you're going to think that I'm a fearful...
Whoa. Visual confirmation that my ex raped a 17-year-old minor when she was 21 and cheated on me as an adult. Signature and date. I can't even read this, bro. What this shit say? My birthday's this Sunday. It's tomorrow. I can't read this, bro. Yeah, I can't really read that.
Because I didn't come across grandiose in the beginning. I came across like a hurt person from the past that's going on a healing journey, so therefore, I can't be a narcissist, right? Well, now that the discard is done, I am actually going to smear you. I am going to go around and talk badly about you to anybody that'll listen. I'll get that attention from people for being the victim of you, which will make me feel good, and I'm going to escape any kind of accountability. That way, I'm not held responsible for what happened, and I can just relish the victim role. And then, as time goes by, you know, my new supply is going to get old. And then I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to tell you how much the victim role. And then, as time goes by,
okay, so
you know, my new supply is going to get old.
I know my face cam is blocking some of the words, but for context, if you heard the name Lawrence, that's the nigga that Shorty was cheating on Lex with while they weren't talking. So if you heard the name Lawrence, that's the other guy on the side or whatever. But this text right here says, Raegan discarded Lawrence once his parents kicked her out of her house for lying, saying she was 17 to them. That's what this text at the bottom says right here.
Reach out to you. I'm going to tell you how much I regret what I did. I'm going to tell you how much I miss you and how much of a mistake it was to leave you. And you are going to buy it hook, line, and sinker. And you're going to give me another chance. And then I'm going to love bomb the hell out of you again. And then I'm going to devalue you. And then I'm going to discard you. I am going to do these things as many times as you will allow me to do. And every time I devalue you and discard you, it'll get progressively worse and worse and worse. And I will be on this everlasting healing journey, working on myself, because I'm the victim after all, and I love to get attention for how victimized I've been, especially by you.
I never went on a date with another woman. One of the clear breaks in our relationship was in September 2021 when she told me she wanted to pursue someone named Lawrence. She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 17 when I found her diary that detailed her cheating on me as an adult when we were in a relationship earlier that year. Raegan did this simply because I had tried messaging other women to escape this relationship. Raegan later stated that Lawrence's parents had kicked her out of his house and called the police on her when they discovered Raegan was lying about her age. Raegan targeted Lawrence, who was a minor. I was disgusted by her actions and tried to contact Lawrence's parents, but I was unsuccessful. She had a history of cheating on me, and I was only ever made aware that she cheated on me with 2 people, 1 Lawrence and 2 Marlo.
This bitch cheated on this nigga 5 times? You covert narcissistic bitch. Yo, nah, this nigga's a horse.
All this cheating started because she found a photo in summer 2018 of me next to a female tour guide in Thailand. She was furious about this image as she thought that I had cheated on her, so Raegan then cheated on me with Marlo in November 2018. Just this last month, I was told anonymously that she had been cheating on me with 5 underage boys from her high school throughout our relationship. She lured them into my place in Los Angeles to take promiscuous photos of her in exchange for sex. This happened after I'd gone home to Canada in August 2022 to tend to my dog passing away. Raegan is also responsible for my social media accounts getting hacked as she has tried downloading free software on my laptop just before I'd left LA, which caused a redline malware to steal all my information. Raegan would also try to justify her cheating, but when we were separated in 2019 and I tried messaging other girls, she would go berserk and would threaten me that I would never be able to leave the relationship, and if I did, she would expose me on Drama Alert or end my career. During this time, Raegan started extorting me for my money, as evidence from PayPal statements from 2019.
Man, I seen this in the video I posted on my second channel. Go follow the second channel, by the way, Young JTV. Anyways, but yo, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. I have no words at this point. Like,
until I filed a cease and desist against her. The extortion became severe as I had gone broke multiple times for her rent, lifestyle, and cheating on me with other men, which proves her claim of me simply being a pay pig false. Raegan had shared her made-up side of the choking incident in her Part 2 Google document. In reality, the situation happened much differently. While we were at the Airbnb in Coronado, California, Raegan saw that I had texted other women on my phone, as she would not allow me to leave the relationship since she threatened my career.
What happened? To cut it brief, I don't know if you watch zombie YouTubers, but this is MrTLexify, the nigga that's talking, and he has allegations right now about pedophilia, rape. He's going through a lot of allegations right now, and this is his response to this shit. And, yeah. Pretty much that's what this is.
I could not leave this situation as I was broke and away from my home country of Canada, and I'd spent $12,000 on an Airbnb that I could not refund. Raegan went into a manic episode and broke a wooden board on my back and then started destroying the Airbnb. Raegan says she was using marijuana, which is not at all possible, as Airbnb hosts do not allow drug use on their property. The Airbnb host, Victor, even questioned why it looked like someone had repeatedly stabbed the walls, which were damages from Raegan that I had to pay for. Victor never mentioned anything about marijuana at all. When she started destroying the Airbnb, she first broke the wooden board over my back, took the broken pieces of board and deteriorated the walls, and then started threatening my life. In an act of self-defense, I had to restrain her to prevent further property damage and physical harm to myself as my life was under threat. This was not the only—
First of all, yeah, swag, I was just about to say that. First of all, you're a pussy. Cause word to my dads, if I see a girl walking up to me with an iron board, nigga, you get in the arcade, like what the fuck? Nigga, you're not coming close to me. That's one. Two, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I see this profile pic right here. That's crazy. If you know, you know. Nigga should have grabbed the ray gun, pack a bunch of that bitch. Word to my dads, bro. Nigga should have ran to the pack up. Okay, let me read this text on that fact. Raegan has no bruise injury around her neck only days after their choking event. Raegan is over-exaggerating the incident as I only ever protected myself from her psychotic, violent behavior. This is the same Airbnb where this incident occurred. Type shit.
To myself as my life was under threat. This was not the only incident of physical abuse from Raegan. As a month prior, she decided to bite my face.
Yo, Flogger, let me know when they're ready for Michael Myers, by the way. Yo, and this was the picture I was telling y'all about her biting this nigga's face or some shit.
for once again looking through my phone and thinking I was cheating. Raegan's claim of her biting me after us play fighting is completely false and makes no sense. I took this photo and applied a bandage by myself as Raegan was not even in the room and was still furious at me for assuming that I had been with another girl, which was false. She would always get physical whenever I tried to escape the relationship. The second incident was staged, as evidenced by her Part 2 document where she admitted she would delete this choking video if I provided her with a boob and nose job. Raegan woke me up at 5 a.m. and physically assaulted me after looking through my phone and seeing text messages of mine with other girls. The physical abuse was so bad that I had to self-defend and restrain her to get her away from me. Once again, keep in mind, we were not dating, and I was solely there to get my belongings and help her move into a new place. This was after I figured out Raegan was cheating on me with a minor. Raegan did this to ensure that I would keep paying for her and her new apartment. I was so broke, I could not even get a hotel that night. My only option was to sleep at her place. Despite Raegan's...
Hey man, she ran up a check. She ran up a check.
Claimed that unfortunately that her phone wasn't recording, she still threatened me that she would release this video if I did not continue to pay for her rent, lifestyle, and surgical procedures. In regards to the photo of her bruised leg, these photos are fake, as at the time we were moving from one apartment complex to another. Raegan claims this event took place on June 6, 2023, with the photo being taken on June 7, 2023. I had taken a picture of movers spending the entire day and night on June 6th, the supposed event of physical abuse, moving our stuff from her old apartment into the new one. On June 7th, we were also not in our old place where she took this photo of her bruised leg. There was no time for any of these accusations to have taken place, and if something did occur, the movers would have noticed. Raegan was in 3 separate car accidents in Los Angeles during 2022 to 2023.
Bro,
these
what?
bruises
The team
were
says
from
what's
these...
up with these itches, man.
I have no idea. This is a weird situation, bro. Like, they're both just... I don't know, bro. This situation is just weird, bro.
car accidents.
But this whole situation is really just... I don't know, man. I don't know.
When we lived in our old apartment where I was not in the car at the time. Raegan had also messaged a fan of hers regarding why the bruise was there in a Twitter post in 2023, which she has now deleted. She also has Instagram evidence of her showing that bruise in a photo in 2022 before this incident could have ever occurred. The photo of her bruise does not make sense, as this could not happen from her claim of me kneeling on her. This bruise looks like a high-impact car crash. She
Yeah, that... I ain't gonna lie. What do you mean kneeling? Like, kneeling right there? That's not gonna make that type of bruise. Look at the V, that's a red flag.
Raegan was in 3 separate car accidents.
Yo, I didn't even see this. Yo, nah, you see, y'all gotta stay away from girls like this, bro.
Bitch said Buddy George Floyded her ass in cringe.
Yo, nah, y'all gotta stay away from bitches like. Nah, I'm really looking at this shit. This shit really like a whole Toy Story in that bitch, bro.
Accidents in Los Angeles during 2022 to 2023. These bruises.
She's definitely a Hello Kitty girl.
We lived in our
Tell ya, stay away from that.
I was not in the car at the time. Raegan had also messaged a fan of hers regarding why the bruise was there in a Twitter post in 2023, which she has now deleted. She also has Instagram evidence of her showing that bruise in a photo in 2022.
Nigga say he George Floyded her.
The photo of her bruise does not make sense, as this could not happen from her claim of me kneeling on her. This bruise looks like a high-impact car crash. She explained how she sent me the groping video in 2020, saying how she thought it was so cute and how she loved that we did that together. There's proof of her lying, saying that she wanted to turn 18, how the only way for us to work was for her to lie also about her age, and also how she says she wouldn't have sex in 2018 because it's illegal, almost like you have proof of you saying you'd wait until December 13th until you were legal. Here's also more proof about how she would fantasize about me before we even knew each other and cry about me how she said she was in love with me before I even knew her. How about you saying you were a virgin in 2020? Or how about you saying you'd love lying to people that you were 16? What about admitting to me you orgasmed to me about my streams when you were 14? Or how you'd ask me to be your boyfriend again in December 2017 after we had separated? How about you telling me you were happy you found your daddy at 15 before I even knew you? Or you wanting us to live together when we didn't in 2017? Or you claiming you wanted to do cocaine at 16? Or maybe even claiming that the daddy kink was yours and not mine? How about you admitting you lied about your underage age and how it still doesn't do you justice? Or how about you admitting you regret taking things slow with me in 2017 when I told you I wanted to wait and you were completely obsessed with me? Or how about you saying you knew you wanted me at 15, or even me admitting that I just wanted to be your best friend instead of in a sexual relationship multiple times, yet you were the one that wanted to be a little, which is something I did not want to partake in. Lastly, how about all this proof, even after all of this, that you still wanted me despite your claims of finding me repulsive? This woman has lied to the public so many times, I don't even know how to keep track of it anymore, and how you literally admit you'd flex my gifts on your Instagram because you love them and not because I use them to get a service out of you, or even how you admitted you wanted to invite your own friends who bought your drugs to my place. There's also a serious claim where I'd raped my ex-girlfriend Raegan. This statement
That whole sequence just now was insane. This nigga just dropped the bomb. Holy shit. That was 2 minutes. Nah, he shitted. Nigga dropped the nuke. I'm incredibly intoxicated in these videos as Lex has me on top of him. He would get me drunk and take me back to a hotel away from the Z house in hopes of getting laid.
Made by her is completely inappropriate and false. I can absolutely, without a doubt, confirm that everything intimate we did together was consensual and of age. There's absolutely no real proof showing otherwise. As well, in all the photos she took of us during this completely terrible time, it would not make sense as to why a supposed victim of rape would then take multiple photos and videos with their abuser being happy and smiling. Raegan also then proceeded to post these photos and videos on social media. I had told her that I did not want photos of us on my Instagram because I had felt we were too young at the time, which she got absolutely furious about. Raegan had a kink in regards to the word rape and had a tendency in throwing it around a lot, which can be seen in her diary and multiple text messages. Raegan's accusation of grooming is once again utterly false. The only reason Raegan started calling me a groomer was when she started cheating on me with Lawrence. Raegan had told Lawrence that Lex was an adult and Raegan was a minor when we first met, which is also false. Lawrence used this information as an attempt to get her to expose me for financial gain. She had never once called me a groomer or a pedophile until she met Lawrence. She constantly used these fake ideas Lawrence gave her.
So he's blaming Lawrence. Let's fuck Lawrence then.
As a way to manipulate me when she did not get what she wanted. This is evident in Raegan's tweets, where she repeatedly posted how she wanted to share her story throughout the years after 2021 when Raegan and Lawrence met. While she was publicly hinting at exposing me, Raegan privately demanded money and threatened to expose me on Twitter if I did not comply. Her sole purpose was to scare me into giving her money by using these words as a threat to destroy my career. I knew I did nothing wrong, and I always tried to show her love. I attempted multiple times to tell Raegan's mother about these scenarios and even tried to explain
Yeah, I did see the screenshots. I did see the screenshots on Twitter.
That our relationship could not have been statutory rape as everything was handled legally. It was not because I committed this crime that I was explaining this to
Raegan also lied to her mother, saying she sent the choking video to her when in her document she says it never existed.
her. It's because I was clarifying what she believed had happened, which did not occur.
For new people popping up in the chat, Raegan is the girl that's accusing him of all this shit. And Lawrence is the side nigga, the guy that she cheated on him with when they was on a break, yeah.
This fear is why I continued to give her money and why she never officially filed a police report. It was all to extort my online image. Another serious accusation against me is that I groped my ex-girlfriend at a Z House party. The video she cites as evidence is misleading, as we were already in a public consensual relationship, which can be seen in numerous social media posts where she is showing me off and bragging about how much she loves being in a relationship with me. Nobody at the Z House ever witnessed any sexual abuse, as this simply did not occur. This includes the oral rape accusation that never happened. Raegan, who was coherent and filming these videos, was seen laughing and sticking her tongue out and recording these videos happily. She has provided no proof or documentation of any discomfort and then later asked when she could come and see me again. During the Z House party, when my friends first met Raegan, she had asked me to lie about her age. As seen in photos, she would constantly lie to people about her age and even admitted that when we first met, she lied and told me that she was 16.
So she wasn't 16. Raegan admitted she approached me in a relationship first and then lied about her age to me and then later to the Z House in order to be able to participate. Because from I know, this nigga was 18 and she was 15. That's what motherfuckers were saying. So this whole time she was lying about her age? Like, this is like, what the fuck, man? It's so confusing.
She also found it hot AF to date older guys and stated that at a young age, she knew she wanted to be with an older man.
Bro, what?
Raegan never mentioned having a problem with our 2-year age gap relationship. It is very important to note that when my friends first met Raegan, Raegan had asked me to lie to them about her age. She even lied to me.
My fault for keep pausing. I'm doing that shit on
Her
next
claim
time.
that I used an escape room passport to lie to my friends about her age is entirely false.
Yeah, talk about this, because motherfuckers was saying you was making a whole different passport, putting different ages for her. Like, what's going on? To even make one of these escape room passports, you needed to provide your own ID. Raegan supplied his... Oh, Raegan supplied this establishment a fake ID. Yo, I cannot read. What the fuck? I'm gonna read that shit over. I cannot read right now. To even make one of these escape room passports, you needed to provide your own ID. Raegan supplied this establishment a fake ID in order to raise her own image. Yo, this thing looks crazy, bro.
She was the one who forged her own passport with her own fake ID, and I had told her to go outside and not participate in the escape room as it was 18 and over. Raegan decided to lie to join the escape room. Raegan had never used this to prove anyone about her age, contrary to her claims. Pat or TheSmithPlays had stated in his response that I had been hiding why I went to my cousin's, but this is not true. I did go to my cousin's, but I also did see Raegan as well. Raegan also claims that I lured her in with gifts, which is entirely false. She was the one begging to come to the house and see me, as all her gifts were requests that I had purchased for her since we were in a relationship. In Raegan's Google document, she lied about me forcing kinks onto her. Raegan requested to be called by these kinks. She fantasized about being a little and calling me daddy. These were all
Yo. Yo.
her own personal kinks that she wanted me to participate in. Raegan also stated how she blamed me for her lack of education, which is false. The evidence shows that she bought marijuana underage to skip school, which is a situation that I had no involvement in as I was not even in the country. Another important thing to mention is that Raegan was an obsessive fan of mine. She fetishized me before I even knew who she was. I never used my influence to engage with her. She was the first person to message me and enact any sort of a relationship. The claim that she was not interested in doing intimate things with me and felt repulsed while we were in a consensual public relationship is just completely false. Raegan was the one begging me for intimacy, even when I had told her that I wanted to wait and not rush anything as we were so young. I would like to apologize to anybody that has been affected by the situation in a negative manner. Specifically, I would like to formally apologize to Pat, or TheSmithPlays, and everyone involved at the Z House, where Raegan made me lie about her age to you. There was never any sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape that happened during this time. I'd also like to apologize to Merc Music and Corinna, as I was not talking about them being minors, but them being engaged, since
Hey, yo, this nigga Merc Music blocked me on Twitter. What the fuck? The fuck, man?
the message Raegan had used
I just have to
was
say that
taken
real
out of
quick.
context. However, I would like to state, Pat, that I did send you a message privately on your Twitter before you made this statement public, in which you saw, but you chose not to respond and hear my side of events and Raegan's roommate's side of events. You not wanting to hear anything I had to say and painting my ex-girlfriend in a benevolent light when there's evidence of her clearly being a pedophile was a direct punch to my gut after calling you my best friend for many years. You had said you had looked at all the evidence, but conveniently skipped out on how Raegan is a definitive pedophile proven by her own diary and words. I don't want to hear about a lack of trust where nothing bad happened when you did not listen to Noah's ex-wife Martina about Noah's scandalous behavior in 2021, which did not allow for a third Z House to happen. Noah invited all of us to Texas in September 2021 for a third Z House, yet nothing was ever filmed because Noah cheated on Martina in 2021 at EDC, and you and JC were utterly supportive of him in Texas, even inviting him to cry at our own Airbnb without my consent. It boggles my mind that you would be supportive of a man who blatantly cheated on his wife for fun, yet would not share the same sentiment to me when I was obviously in an abusive relationship that I could not escape from. JC and Noah are not exempt from this either. I had moved to the same apartment complex as JC in 2022 and even shared about my abuse with him, and he did absolutely nothing and actively avoided me. This is why you—
For context, JC is another zombies YouTuber that they was in the content creator house with. I didn't know about that Noah J shit. That's insane. And he just caught... damn.
unfollowed me on Twitter 2 years ago. Noah had also said he would visit me, but never came to my place once. JC, you couldn't even spend 10 minutes to sign a recommendation letter for my visa after all we've done together over the years. If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Raegan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your inexcusable actions and were utterly shocked that you would be sensually touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Raegan. I guess it makes sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his own DJ sets. This is incredibly disingenuous of all of you, and makes sense why each of you would side together and defend my pedophilic ex-girlfriend while never contacting me once and dropping me at the whim of a hat. Things have never been the same.
Nah, this nigga the young boy, the zombies community. Oh shit. This just turned into a whole other... Nah, what's going on right now? This nigga just turned into the YB of the zombies community, bro.
And any of these original zombie YouTubers since this point in time, and I will never be working with them ever again. I will also not be apologizing to my abuser and harasser, Raegan McNulty, as I finally escaped from you and will never allow you to ever control me and degrade me again.
That's the map I got groomed on! I fucking love that Subo! Let's go! Guys, imagine sliding in my DMs being like, I can help you with Sasubo. I can't let him win. I can't do that until I get him. YouTuber reacted to both of the docs earlier today. Oh gosh, which one? Hi, Bryce. Which one? I wish somebody would reach out to me and talk to me instead of being like, let me profit off this. A lot of people are making profit off my own fucking trauma, and it's pretty fucking lame. So funny, in the beginning of the diary, it's like me talking about Lex, and I'm like so unhappy in our relationship. It's me being like, I'm miserable.
Raegan's game plan to get... Alright, let me move my face cam, because... Nigga said, what's her at? Raegan's game plan to get away from me was to lie about her age and invade a 17-year-old's home and groom him and abuse him. Raegan admitted to me Lawrence had gone to a hospital for attempted... I can't say that word on Twitch. But after she broke up with him, Raegan is a genuine threat and left a lasting physical scar on Lawrence's chest over his heart. A 17-year-old kid almost lost his entire life to this woman. I want to reiterate, this all started because I went to Thailand and took a photo with the female tour guide, causing Raegan to cheat on me multiple times and with multiple minors, inviting them to my place. I've never once gone on a date or ever cheated on this woman once.
I hate my life. I hate Lex. Lex sucks. And I would like, it's so funny. You read it and it's like, my game plan to get away from Lex. What's another tag I could put? I should put groomed. Just kidding. I'm just trying to cope by making jokes, guys. Rizzler. Boy, if you like Findom and if you want somebody to be like your dominatrix, I'm here for you. Clearly, everybody knows that I could be a dom, I guess.
So she's dominant.
Scarlett's a cocksucker, cock muncher. How does it feel to be a cock muncher? How does it feel to be a fucking cock muncher, bitch? To have fun and have a good time and spread happiness and spread awareness. But now I'm gonna have to be like the fucking poster child for grooming and shit and assault, which doesn't bother me. But
here are some brief points that were shared on Twitter that I would like to discuss. Occasionally, while Raegan and I were in different countries, we would send each other care packages, which included cards and gifts. However, the letters Raegan shows of mine are all typed and have been forged by her to further defame
I also
my
seen
image.
this.
She claims that my company name on the bottom of...
So basically, I seen this. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I seen this specific one. And this one is pretty much him talking about, I will never forgive myself for choking you, and the fact that you still put up with me and still want this relationship truly tells me that you're gonna love me for life or whatever. So this was made it so like pretty much him admitting that he choked her out or whatever. And then the whole weird part about this shit was this nigga was referring to himself as like Dada. Dada promises to have fun. Like, I don't know who typed this nigga, because for me, I don't know, but this little Dada word is allegedly this nigga, and that's what made this whole thing just insane.
Typed and have been forged.
But he's saying it's forged, so I don't know. Like, I'm just here looking, bro. I'm just here, bro.
By her to further defame my image. She claims that my company name on the bottom of these letters was edited.tv, which is completely false. If you actually go to the website, the LLC name is Velvet Platform LLC and not edited.
We're reacting to the situation.
.tv co. I also bookmarked controversial tweets that I wanted to discuss with personal friends privately. Raegan had also said that the birth control was her wanting to buy it herself, contrary to her saying that I had forced her to purchase it. The text message of Raegan alleging myself calling her my minoring is false, as proven by people finding the 5G symbol on the phone when this was not invented.
Bro, what, bro? I used to watch Cuz a while back. Nigga, me too. I used to watch this nigga back in like BO2 for me, like 2013 around there, bro. These messages is crazy, by the way. Do y'all see this shit? I'm not even gonna read this out loud. This just looks like insane. Like, what, bro?
At the time of the screenshot. I could also not find any of this on my own phone. Raegan says that I bought her marijuana paraphernalia, which goes directly
Well, there's no point of you even saying that, because you could easily just be lying about that. There's no point of you saying that right there.
Directly against my evidence of her friends purchasing this for her. Raegan had told me that I rehired Don, but she was the one who told me to rehire him. Also, Don was originally Noah's editor, so I'd appreciate it if people were to stop blaming me for somebody else's actions. And as a fun fact, Raegan, I also never weighed 250 pounds, and I have no clue how anyone could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on OnlyFans. I don't even make that much money. I would also like to publicly clarify that I'm not using Christianity as an excuse for me using self-defense and messaging other women. Having attended Christian schools throughout my entire life and leaving only after high school to focus on my YouTube career, my return to Christianity was deeply personal and rooted from a challenging experience I had in 2022. At this time, with all the lies, extortion, and mental abuse I endured from my ex-girlfriend, which was also severely and negatively damaging my mental health, one night at the top of my old apartment building, the pain I was living in was too much, and which brought me to the brink of a very tragic and permanent decision. It It was during this incredibly emotional time that I rediscovered my faith. I'd like to apologize to anyone that felt that I used Christianity to justify my past relationship and for any derogatory comments I may have made. The constant allegations that have been blindly thrown at me over the past few weeks have caused my family to have admitted me to the hospital for suicidal ideation, which is another factor as to why I'm uploading this late. I dealt with thousands of people telling me to kill myself and calling me a pedophile for a 2-year age gap relationship, and the constant humiliation from the entire world knowing my private relationship, which is exactly what...
I'm gonna ask this again. Is he reading a script? Yeah, he said at the beginning of a video, he's reading notes. Like, that's what he said. This situation is just... shit is crazy. But how y'all feel about this situation? For those who watch this, how y'all feel about this situation right now?
What my ex wanted from this. Having over 150 million people see my most private and degrading Snapchat conversation with her is...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The fact that this many people seen this is crazy. 150 million, bro? What? Yo, and if y'all seen these messages, bro...
genuinely one of the least hurtful things I've experienced from her consistent abuse. That Snapchat conversation's sole purpose was to show that I have nothing to hide and that Raegan is confirming she is targeting a minor, being Lawrence. No qualified professional lawyers or police I have spoken to would identify the evidence against me provided by Raegan McNulty as pedophilia, grooming, or abuse. She could not prove anything about her allegations, and if there ever was a real problem, I'm confused as to why she didn't contact the police. I first got the law involved in 2022 with an official police report in LA regarding a random stranger physically assaulting me because of Raegan verbally assaulting him. In 2023, I got a cease and desist and tried to keep this relationship drama private. I've also gotten multiple lawyers involved with different specialties in regards to this case.
Word bitch sent the beta, nigga.
Filed in Canada against her in 2024. Raegan has never once filed a police report.
He looked like the type to be into this shit.
Situations. She tormented me, extorted me, then publicly slandered and humiliated me. These aren't the actions of a victim, but of an abuser. Ask yourself genuinely, would an abuse victim retweet memes about their own abuse situation?
Why did so many of you follow? Are you guys real?
I'm not reading all that.
Is Lex bot following me again? Y'all, the last time I got bot followed, it was Lex. I never said it out loud, but I knew it was him because the day that I got the bot follows, he texted my mom. He texted my mom and told her that he was getting threats on Twitter. Everybody knows that I could be a mean-ass bitch, and if you like a mean-ass bitch, I'm here for you.
Why has Raegan done this? Potentially for her new OnlyFans and Passes account, she has started to gain more financial income. It was my fault for forgiving her every time and letting her manipulate me, my family, and my friends. After I noticed what she was doing, I no longer felt comfortable seeing her or providing money, as can be seen in the text of my previous document. I'd like to formally apologize to everyone who was constantly telling me to leave this relationship with her, and I never listened to you. If these accusations have tainted your perception of me, I understand and wish you nothing but the best. As to the transit drama, what part of I do not condone Danny's actions said in that video proves that I am going to be supporting him? I've only ever wanted the best for anyone ever involved in any situation that I've ever been in. I'd like to conclude this video with a suicide hotline prevention number and a domestic violence/abuse hotline for anyone who has ever gone through or is going through a similar situation. I would also like to thank every single individual who reached out privately to me during such a critical time. Your input mattered more than you could ever imagine. Raegan, you are a manipulative, liar, cheater, and abuser. You've not only extorted myself, but also your own roommate. If you don't want to believe my story, that is your choice. No amount of evidence or anything I could show proof of will ever show the true extent of how badly this past relationship negatively affected my life. I do not understand how someone so vile could be trusted. I urge anyone who chooses to support Raegan McNulty or Pure Softy in the long run to not also fall victim and make the same mistakes I did in forgiving and falling for all her lies and constant manipulation.
What the fuck? For him to actually come out to clear the air takes balls, which most of these weirdos don't have. I don't really give a fuck about shit like this, and me personally, I still kind of don't. Looking into this situation, bro, more of the story, gang, y'all just be careful about who y'all let into your lives. Imagine everything this nigga literally just said was true, and now 150 million people, you know the majority of people seen her story. Y'all just be careful about who y'all let into your lives. Yeah, that situation is fucked up, I ain't gonna lie.